1998, a group of 12 men, friends with a shared thirst for adventure, embarked on an expedition into the belly of the earth, their destination, a remote, uncharted cave, promising the thrill of the unknown. The air crackled with anticipation as they entered the cave's maw, swallowed by the darkness. Each step forward took them deeper into the earth's embrace. The familiar world faded behind, replaced by the damp smell of moss and the echoing silence of the abyss. The initial passage was wide and welcoming. Laughter echoed off the damp walls as they moved deeper, their headlamps cutting through the oppressive darkness. The further they ventured, the more intricate the cave system became. Passages narrowed, forcing them to navigate single file. The air grew heavy, thick with the weight of tons of rock above. Still, their spirits remained high. They were explorers, pushing boundaries, their camaraderie fueled by adrenaline and the thrill of discovery. They pressed on, unaware of the unforgiving nature of the labyrinth they were entering. Each step took them further from the world they knew and closer to a fight for their very survival. The cave began to close in, walls, once distant, now pressed close, the ceiling lowering with each step. At 678 meters, they encountered a bottleneck, a passage so narrow it demanded they squeeze through one by one. Doubt flickered in their eyes, yet the lure of the unknown, the desire to conquer, spurred them onward. They had come too far to turn back now. The narrow passage seemed to stretch on forever. The air, thick and stagnant, was difficult to breathe. Each man, as he wriggled through the bottleneck, felt a sense of claustrophobia, a primal fear of confinement. Still they pushed forward, their resolve hardening with each meter gained. Then, at 980 meters, the passage ended abruptly. A wall of solid rock blocked their path. Disappointment filled them, quickly replaced by a chilling realization. They were trapped. Their confident strides back through the bottleneck became a desperate scramble. Panic began to set in. The last man turned to retrace their steps. He squeezed into the narrow passage, his backpack snagging on the jagged rock. He pushed, pulled, twisted, but it wouldn't budge. He was stuck. Terror, raw and primal, washed over him. His muffled shouts for help echoed back, distorted and amplified by the unforgiving rock. Frantic, the others tried to pull him free, but the narrow confines of the passage made it impossible. Their combined strength was no match for the unyielding grip of the mountain. They were trapped, their lifeline to the outside world severed. The air grew thick with fear, every labored breath a stark reminder of their dwindling time. Hours crawled by. The darkness, once a source of adventure, now pressed down on them, suffocating. Hope, like a flickering candle, began to fade. They were at the mercy of the mountain, their fate hanging precariously in the balance.
We were trapped for what felt like an eternity. The air was getting thinner, and the darkness, it was consuming. Every minute felt like an hour.
Yeah, it was a constant battle with fear and exhaustion. We had to ration our food and water, and we were always on edge, listening for any sign of rescue. It was a real test of our will to survive.
The rescue operation was one of the toughest we've ever faced. The cave was flooded, and the passageways were narrow and treacherous. But we were determined to get everyone out safely.